Hello, lovely parents. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is one of the most important skills we can help our children develop. Whether your child is learning how to share toys or your teenager is navigating friendships, EQ helps them understand their own emotions, manage them, and build healthy relationships with others. In this video, I'll be sharing 5 quick tips to build emotional intelligence in both younger children and teenagers. Let's get right into the video. Tip number 1. Teach them to recognize emotions. The ability to recognize and name an emotion is usually the first step on the journey to building emotional intelligence. With our younger children, we can use emotions cards or simple phrases like, "Are you feeling happy or sad?" But for our older children, you want to go deeper by helping them articulate more complex feelings like anxiety, stress, frustration, or even excitement. Saying things like, "I noticed you've been quiet lately. Do you want to talk about how you're feeling?" This helps them to connect with their own emotions. Tip number 2. Encourage empathy. We cannot speak about emotional intelligence and not mention empathy. Whether our children are in elementary school or high school, we want to encourage them to understand how others might feel. When our children or teenagers see someone upset, you want to ask them, "How do you think they are feeling?" Or, "What can you do to help this person in this situation?" This strengthens empathy and teaches them to consider others' perspective. Tip number 3. Model emotional regulation. Our children of all ages learn by watching us. Whether you are managing frustrations with a toddler or navigating a disagreement with your teenager, modeling emotional regulation is key. You want to say things like, "I'm feeling a bit stressed right now, so I'm going to take a break and calm down." This shows both your younger children or your older ones how to manage emotions in a healthy way. Tip number 4. Practice active listening. Active listening helps our children feel understood and valued. Whether they are sharing how their day at school went or they are confiding in us about a friendship issue, no matter what it is, when our children are speaking with us, we want to put away any form of distraction and really listen. We want to have eye contact, nod when necessary, and give a feedback when necessary. Reflect back by saying things like, "It sounds like you are feeling," whatever that emotion is, you fill in the blank. This builds emotional vocabulary and strengthens your relationship with your child. Tip number 5. Teach problem solving. We want to teach our children problem solving skills. Whether our children are working on a seemingly minor issue or a very big issue, we want to guide them in finding solutions. So instead of jumping in and being the superhero, in quote, trying to solve the problem for them, we want to ask our children, "What do you think you could do?" Or, "What would happen if you tried doing this?" This not only helps them solve the issue, but it also strengthens their emotional intelligence by teaching them to manage their emotions in tough situations. Building emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey, and by teaching our children to recognize emotions, practice empathy, regulate their feelings, listen actively, and solve problems, we are setting them up for greater emotional success at any age. Thanks a lot for watching. If you found this video helpful, I want you to please give this a big fat thumbs up and subscribe for more parenting tips on emotional growth. I'm going to be seeing you all in the next one. Bye-bye.